Have you ever caught a guy acting a little strange around you? Maybe he leaves odd comments on your posts, notices tiny details no one else sees, or reacts like your words carry more weight than they should. He never admits it, but you feel it. That's because when guys secretly like someone, they often don't express it directly. Instead, their interest slips out in quiet behaviors and subtle signs. In this video, we'll uncover the psychological patterns behind hidden attraction. Real behaviors guys display when they're crushing hard but trying to keep it under wraps. If you've ever wondered, is he into me? You might already have your answer. Stay tuned. The truth is usually hidden in plain sight. One of the most revealing things about attraction isn't what someone says, but how they behave when they think you're not looking. When a guy has a crush, especially if he's unsure whether the feelings are mutual, he often tries to express his interest in indirect, sometimes confusing ways. Let's explore the often overlooked signs that a guy might be into you, based not on what he says, but on how he acts. One of the first subtle signs? The way he engages with your content online. For instance, he might not shower you with flattery, but instead leave quirky, indirect comments. These aren't your typical compliments. They're casual, humorous observations that are crafted to get your attention while maintaining deniability. A post about your birthday might get a comment like, "Your bio still says 21 though," instead of a direct, "Happy birthday." This kind of comment isn't accidental. It's a calculated move, a subtle way of saying, "I see you," while testing how you might respond. When a guy likes someone, he often finds excuses to interact. That might mean sliding into your YouTube comments, asking when your next video is coming out, even if he already knows. It's less about the content and more about maintaining a connection. And if you happen to respond, even casually, it becomes a small win for him. He'll replay that moment over and over again, because for someone harboring a crush, small exchanges can carry outsized emotional weight. Interestingly, sometimes these expressions of interest are wrapped in misdirection. Maybe his profile picture is of a girl from a K-pop group, or he engages with your posts in a way that masks his true identity. It might seem odd, but for some guys, being emotionally vulnerable, especially online, can feel risky. So they protect themselves with humor, ambiguity, or even a digital disguise. It's not deceit, it's fear of being exposed. In real life, the signals are there too. Take high school, for example. If a guy is in your group for a class project and starts randomly engaging in off-topic conversations, that's not always about the project. He may start casual chats or make small jokes, not because the subject matters, but because he wants to prolong the interaction. He may even follow you on social media shortly after. Not because he's trying to stalk, but because that's his version of stepping into your digital world. Sometimes the topic of crushes will come up in a conversation, but in disguise. He might mention a celebrity he finds attractive, not to distract from you, but to start a discussion around attraction in general. The real motivation? He's curious about your taste. He wants to know what kind of people you're into, and maybe draw a comparison between your preferences and himself. The celebrity might just be a placeholder for a deeper message. "Hey, I like you. Do I have a chance?" Then there's the Spotify trick, a modern-day version of decoding someone's diary. Some guys, consciously or not, will scroll through your public playlist to analyze the kind of music you're into. Is there a sad song that suggests you're feeling down? A romantic one that hints you're thinking about someone? While it may seem like overanalysis, this behavior is rooted in genuine curiosity and emotional investment. He's trying to understand your world even through your music. Now, when it comes to voice tone, it's another tell. Some guys lower their voice when speaking to someone they like, an unconscious attempt to sound more masculine or composed. But for others, like the guy in our story, nerves take over. Instead of sounding suave, they default to awkward greetings or forced small talk. Their tone might crack, they might overthink simple phrases, but it's in that vulnerability you can often find the most honest sign of affection. And finally, mystery. When a guy starts acting more distant or mysterious, posting vague captions or emotionally charged quotes, it might not be aimed at the general audience. It could be directed at you. Maybe you once told him your favorite scent was vanilla, and then out of nowhere he posts something random with the caption, "Her favorite smell is vanilla." That's not a coincidence. It's a message. He wants you to notice. He's watching and remembering. Or consider this scenario. Two guys have a crush on the same girl. They both request to follow her, but only one gets a follow back. For the one who does, it's a validation, a small yet powerful sign that maybe she noticed something about him that she didn't in the other. It might be his energy, his quiet consistency, or the fact that despite being overlooked in other areas, he radiates something rare, genuine interest without pretense. Attraction doesn't always come in loud, obvious declarations. Sometimes it lives in the subtleties, in the random comment, the nervous voice, the shared playlist, or the odd Instagram caption. When you piece them together, they often form a much clearer picture. And if you know what to look for, you might just discover that someone likes you far more than they're letting on. What did you recognize in yourself, or someone you know, in today's video? Love, attraction, and all the subtle behaviors that come with them. They're more than just emotions. They're signals, habits, and sometimes quiet confessions we're too afraid to speak aloud. If this video helped you understand yourself or someone else a little better, don't keep it to yourself. Subscribe to Factsworth so you don't miss more powerful psychology insights that decode real human behavior. Tap super thanks if you want to support the channel directly. Even small gestures help us create more meaningful content. Or buy us a coffee with the link in the description to fuel the next video. Share this with someone who might be going through the same emotions and help them find clarity too. Until next time, stay aware, stay curious. This is Factsworth.